Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to load the BC syllabus template onto your Canvas syllabus page using the new Design Plus version of Cidi Labs. As you can see, I'm currently on a syllabus page, and this is what it looks like when the syllabus page is completely blank. There's a little message here for the instructor, and there's a course summary turned on that gives me a calendar and a little assignment list. However, it's more likely that if you navigate to your syllabus page, you might actually see some content on it. This is the preloaded content that we designed for the Canvas course shell defaults. This is information about the syllabus. So if you are loading a syllabus template onto your syllabus page, you will want to delete this information. If there is a syllabus already loaded, it could be a template or maybe it's a syllabus that used the template like this one, or some other text-based syllabus. You will also want to delete that content before you load the syllabus. Another thing we need to do is we need to make sure that Cidi Labs is enabled and that we are using the newest version. And these are the quick keys for that. So I recommend writing these down whether you're on a PC or a Mac, and just keep those handy as you will need them. And most likely you'll be using them more than once as we play around with how to get this working. So let's start here. And I recommend doing this from a normal, regular page in your course somewhere rather than on the syllabus page. I've had trouble with the quick keys when I'm on a syllabus page. I find they work much better on a regular page. So I'm going to start here. We're going to go to the edit menu first. Both sets of quick keys work well from the edit mode, so it's a good place to be to use both of these. And as we can see, there's no evidence of Cidi Labs, right? We don't have any markings on our content. Excuse me. There's not a sidebar panel. We don't have a button to open it. So there's really nothing to click on or any way to get the side panel. So I am going to need to enable Cidi Labs. So I'm on a Mac. I'm going to use Shift Option D, and you can see that the design tools sidebar has loaded. However, that's the older legacy version and we want the newer one. So now I'm going to use the version shift quick key. I'm on a Mac, so I'm going to use Shift Option V. I get an alert here asking me to confirm reload page with new sidebar. Well, yes, that is what I'd like to do. Let's select OK and see what happens. Does it reload the page with a new sidebar? Reloading the page, and no sidebar. So this is something that commonly happens after you version shift. By default, it sort of shuts down Cidi Labs. So in order to see the new Design Plus sidebar, I do have to re-enable Cidi Labs, Shift Option D for me, and now we see the new Design Plus sidebar, and you can see it looks quite a bit different. Now, before we leave here and go to the syllabus page to do this, let's set up our sidebar so that we can open it without the quick keys. So I'm going to go to more options here, the ellipse. I'm going to navigate to user settings. And I like this configuration. I'm going to select this box, show launch button. That way I get a nice little blue button with a little rocket icon that sits up in the, it's going to be on this side for you. It sits up in the top right corner, and I can just click that button anytime I want the side panel, but I don't always want the side panel open, right? So I like this configuration. All right, I'm going to close this. Now notice we don't see the button yet. Another nuance of Cidi Labs, once you make a change like that to the user settings, you have to exit the page and come back in to see the changes. So let's try that. I'm going to save, and then I'm going to go back to edit. And hopefully things are going kind of slow here. And now we see that we have the button and we can just open up the panel and we're still on the new Cidi Labs. So that's great news. So I'm going to cancel out of this. And now I'm going to navigate to the syllabus page where I actually want to put this syllabus template. I'm going to select edit, and I didn't have to do anything this time. The button appeared, and now check it. Yep, it's the new design panel. So I'm ready to go. Now, if you came here and that button did not show up, or the old version appeared, well, again, you'd have to use the quick keys and play around with, version shifting and then re-enabling it. exiting the page, coming back, and then everything should be working properly. All right, so how do we put a syllabus template here? Let's back out just to start over. You come to your syllabus page. You're going to go to edit. You're going to delete anything that's in here. So you want a screen that looks like this, right? It shouldn't have any code and it shouldn't have any content. And then we're going to open Design Plus Sidebar. And we're going to search. Now, I see the tool that I need, but just to show you how this works, if I were to search for syllabus, unfortunately, I am not going to get the tool that I need. So we cannot search for syllabus. What we're going to search for is template. And then I don't need to go any further than that, but the tool that I want is called template content. And this allows me to add page templates to content. And there's a lot of well, there's several different templates here and more to come. I'm going to go ahead and select that. And then notice down here, there is a syllabus panel. And by the way, when you're in here, you can look at some templates for assignments and discussions and home pages. There's a few things that you can also use. But we're interested in the syllabus. So I'm going to open this panel. And notice we have some choices here. So there are some modified syllabi for specific departments and divisions. But if you're not in either of these divisions or the nursing, you don't need the nursing syllabus. Most of you are probably going to want just the Bellevue College syllabus template. And you can see a preview of it here on the screen. It is as simple as just selecting this, and then it's going to immediately load it over on the left. So just watch what happens. Pops it right in, and you can see that this template is now in here. And I can just click in here and I can start adding my course information. Let's see what it looks like on the page. All right, it looks pretty good. And here's another little nuance. All these headings, this is actually meant to be accordions. A lot of times when you load something onto a page and then you save and come out of that page, the page doesn't quite load properly and some of the interactivity may not work. Simple solution, just refresh the page. And now you can see that these accordions are working, and this is where you're going to put your course content, right? There's kind of two parts to the syllabus. The instructor or course syllabus is at the top. That's where you can edit. Then the BC or institutional syllabus is down below, and this stuff you cannot edit or change. All right, that's the end of the demo. If you have any questions or you want to work further with this template, maybe you want to make some style changes to it or you want to adapt it, or you start using it and you find that you've broken an accordion or things aren't working the way you thought, just come see us in e-learning. You can join live support and we can help you with this anytime. And most likely it's something we can fix rather quickly. We've done quite a lot and all of our designers know how to work with this syllabus template. All right, thank you. I hope you found the video useful.